So the only thing that we have left in this wiring harness is stuff that we're going to need. So I started taping this harness right here because I want to leave this section. This goes to the computer. This goes back to some of the controls that are going to be in the dash, and also some of the controls that are going to be controlling the fuel pump in this car. And this goes to a fuse block. So I am going to leave this untaped until I get the engine set in the car, so that I can know exactly where all of my stuff is going to set before I start taping that up. I did begin to tape this section, and I want to show you kind of what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I am going through and just wrapping this entire harness, and I'm trying to keep these wires as tight as I can so that I can make this harness as small as we can possibly have it. Now, when I get to a spot where I have a wire that needs to be shortened, I'm just going to fold it against itself like this and go ahead and tape over it. When I get to a connector, what I am doing is I am taping on one side of the connector and coming back and taping on the other side of the connector, and I am skipping the harness that goes towards the connector. And I'm just going to continue to do this for the entire length of this harness and for the length of this harness. And then I will come back and tape each of these branches separately. Now that I've got this wiring harness put part way together, and I've got this engine sitting in the frame, or the mock-up frame, I'm going to put all of the electric connectors temporarily in place. I'm not going to do this permanently yet. I'm just going to set everything temporarily in place. And then I'm going to go through, there's a few of these things, like this connector right here goes down to the knock sensor on this driver's side. These two connectors right here go to the driver's side O2 sensors. So I haven't taped those up because we need to determine exactly where they're going to go. I've got the same thing going on this other side. I've got some stuff that goes to the starter, and I've got some stuff that goes down to the O2 sensors. So I'm actually going to get this basically set up here in the car, or in the mock-up frame, and then I am going to start to tape this stuff back together. I'm probably going to leave this harness right here untaped until we get the engine in the car and I figure out where the computer's going to set, where the fuse block is going to set, and then we'll figure out how we're going to run everything from that point. So I decided that I was going to change the headlights on this car from being vacuum operated doors to being electrical headlight doors. And so I left this red wire here in this harness. I didn't need it for this engine, but I left it in this harness, and it actually comes out over here in the front on the driver's side, where I will run it down the frame rails and to the relay for the headlight actuators. Thanks for spending a little time with us here in the Man Cave. Appreciate you watching our videos. Please hit the like or subscribe buttons, and also leave comments. I will try and respond to your comments, and leave me ideas for videos, and I will try and make them happen.